pure variety.
Love Your Life. Love Your Life, a show like no other, one that aims to inspire you to live a life you love. Choosing to be positive and having a grateful attitude is going to determine how you're going to live your life. Love yourself. Love yourself. Love your day. Love your day. Love your life. Love your life. Love your life.
Love Your Life, prepared and presented by Sayyida Mayya Al Said.
Love your life. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to your nation station. This is your host, Mayya Al Said, on your program, Love Your Life. This is a live show. You know what that means, right? It means that you can call me on 2460 2058, 2460 2058, so we can talk about the topics that we have going on the show today. And this show is for an hour, right up until 3:30, inshallah. And there's a repeat of the program 10 past midnight. And I still understand people are still calling during that time, but this is the time to call. And today's topic is live in the moment. But you'll be happy to know that I'm not alone today, so you don't just get to hear my voice. I am honored to have my cousin Janab Sayyida Basma Al Said with me today in the studio. Welcome, Sayyida Basma.
Sayyida Mayya, thank you so much for this invitation, and I'm really looking forward to this lovely session. We'll call it, shall we call it?
Of course we should.
Lovely episode, and I like that you said you're not alone.
Oh, really? I said that?
Yeah. So, thank you.
You're most welcome. So, Sayyida Basma, I know you personally. First of all, you're my cousin, but also you're the owner of Whispers of Serenity. So, please tell us more about what you do and about the clinic.
Okay, so my clinic is a mental health clinic. Mm-hmm. It deals with everything to do with mental health. We also call it sometimes a mind spa. A lot of times people go to spas, especially now, I think, with these days of Eid coming up. Yes. But we don't think about the mind itself. Sometimes it needs to relax and it needs to find ways to get better. Mm-hmm. So in a nutshell, serenity is a place to come and to feel serene and to have a good well-being.
I love that you said mind spa.
Yeah.
Because as you said, we always tend to focus on the physical aspect of our bodies, but never do we take care of the mind and the way we think. And this is how Love Your Life, in a way, is that. It focuses on your thoughts, on your inner self, as opposed to your outer self.
That's true. And I also like that it's called that, besides you being my cousin, I like that it's called Love Your Life, because if you don't love your life, you basically, or love yourself as well. Because if you don't love yourself, you won't be able to give love to others.
True.
Because if you don't know the technique, how are you going to teach others? So it's not selfishness. It's just being aware of what you need to do and at the right time to do it.
SubhanAllah. It's such a beautiful way of saying that. And today's topic is live in the moment. And this is something I think I have struggled with personally, because I think we just tend to live life, we experience it, but we're not really enjoying the moments that we experience. So today I'd like to first talk about what does it actually mean to live in the moment, if you can just enlighten us.
Saying live in the moment is, I'm making it more simplified, is actually mindfulness.
Okay.
And mindfulness is living in the moment. As in, a lot of times we get so tied up in stuff in our life, in the past, in the future, and we forget what we have right now.
Okay.
And a lot of studies has shown that this is something that we should be doing these days, because people forget what they have.
Yes.
They forget what they should cherish, and they always are lingering around reasons to make them feel upset or annoyed. So that's where this comes from.
SubhanAllah. Another thing is, because the way we live our life is so fast-paced these days, and then when you look back and think, okay, what did I do? Sometimes it's even hard for me to remember what I ate.
I know.
You know?
And you just think, that was really good, but what was it?
Yeah,
that kind of thing. So totally. And I love how you brought up that subject, because it's not always big things, it's the little things in life, the simple, lovely little things that we forget that actually have amazing big meanings. And that is why live the moment is very important.
Which is why I wanted it to be part of Love Your Life, because as you said, you have to love yourself in order to love others, and living in the moment is such an integral part of enjoying your life.
Yeah.
And we would love to hear your contributions on this topic. Just a reminder, this is a live show. You can join us by calling 2460 2058, 2460 2058. With us in the studio today, helping us out, is the ever so smiling Ahmed Al Aremi. As I always say, please call me only when it is safe to do so. I don't want you risking your life or the life of others around you. So today's topic, as we said, is live in the moment. Being present is one of the most beautiful ways of enjoying life to the fullest. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, with life, how does one enjoy? Yeah. How you said, okay, the little things, but how do I enjoy the little things?
Okay, let me ask you a question, Sayyida.
Oh, no.
You said something very nice right now. You said the ever so smiling.
Yes.
What's our technician called today?
Ahmed Al Aremi.
Yani him smiling.
Yes.
Is maybe people think, it's okay, Ahmed's smiling. But it's actually a big thing. Okay. He's not grumpy, for example. We're not looking through a glass and looking at this really grumpy person. Yes. So we're living the moment. He's living the moment.
Yes,
you see, it's something very easy. For example, you being on the show, I see how excited you are. Yeah. I see how happy you are. You're living the 1 hour moment.
To the fullest.
Exactly. So it's these little tiny things. I mean, people who are listening out there on the radio, they're probably thinking, but my life right now is nothing.
I'm stuck in
really
traffic.
Good. Yeah, and it's hot and I'm fasting and I hope they're cooking that good meal today. Otherwise, I'm going to be so angry. And there's so much things that might come in your mind. But let's forget about all that. Let's dust all of that off and think, how amazing is it just to feel I have a home. Okay. I have a person to talk to. I have an amazing life. You know, even if it's not amazing, I mean, the whole full word of amazing, let's start with an A, for example. It's something really good. So these little things, this is the things that I'm talking about, that we have to acknowledge. Feelings. Feeling happy. Acknowledging that I am feeling happy right now. Feelings. I'm feeling sad. It's okay. It's something I'm going through right now. But it will get better, inshallah.
So it's another way of being grateful. But grateful is like appreciating the things we have. But when we talk about mindfulness, it's appreciating the moments.
Exactly.
If it's another
and
way
acknowledging the feelings and the moment and the achievements that one has done.
Okay, and I have a question for you now.
Yes.
Is this something that everyone has, or can somebody learn, or will somebody might struggle with this? Or do you think it just takes, for you to change the way you think, for you to be mindfulness?
Exactly. First of all, we do have to change the way we think.
Okay.
Now, a lot of things and a lot of topics that you've talked about throughout this month, you notice important things come from environment, from how you're brought up, from how your family are. This is very important. And that's why we call it the first school for any child or for any human is home.
Yeah.
A mother is the first teacher, a mother and a father. So this is the first school, the first way of learning. Some people learn to be positive and to be mindful from a very young age.
And
some people, after a while, even at this age, they start thinking, you know what? I want to change the way I'm thinking. And it's never too late. You just have to do that change. What is late is when you think, why should I do it now? Nothing's going to happen. What is all this mumbo jumbo of mindfulness? Whatever. I don't want to deal with all of this. I'm just going to stay my miserable self, and life is really bad.
And if you think about it, life is all about choices.
Exactly.
So as you said, if this person tends to think, no, I'm going to stay like this because whatever. So he is making, or she is making, that conscious decision to stay the way they want to stay. Basically. Which is really sad.
It is, because a lot of people think to change needs a big, humongous effort. And just thinking about the idea of I have to change is tiring. But if they thought about it, it's the little thing that makes a big change.
SubhanAllah.
A lot of times I tell people who come to the clinic, just you booking or you're just walking through the clinic is a change.
Taking that first step, even calling to inquire.
There's something not right going on. So anything after that, just give it its time. the problem with us is we want things to happen really fast.
I know.
All of us.
Yeah.
I'm included. Like, I would love to find this magic wand.
Sometimes you just have to give time.
Exactly.
Subhanallah.
So having this magic wand is something that you can actually create
Really?
in a different way.
How?
I mean, as much as I just said I would love to have this magic wand, it's not going to work as good as the ones we've seen as children in fairy tales.
Oh, that's the one I want.
But it will have a bit of the effect. The magic wand is to think positively.
Okay. Alhamdulillah. I have that magic
You
wand.
have that magic wand. Good. Keep it. Maybe you can share it a bit, I guess.
I will. I'm doing the show.
Yeah,
I'm sharing.
You can give people a bit of your magic wand.
Just a reminder that this is Love Your Life. This is a live show with me today, your host, Mayya Al Said, in case you forgot. And I have my lovely guest today who's graced us with her presence, my cousin, Sayyida Basma Al Said. And we're talking about living in the moment and appreciating the little experiences that we have that make up our memories and our life. And you can join us by calling 2460 2058, 2460 2058.
And we can learn from them as well.
Of course.
They tell us how they live in the moment.
Have you been listening to the show? They are amazing. Their contributions and everything. I always tell them the show wouldn't be, I wouldn't say popular, but wouldn't be what it is if it wasn't for them. Because that'd be really boring if you just heard me.
Yeah, and they are coming back from work or from whatever they're doing, but they're actually finding it, I want to participate.
Yes,
I want to help.
Nice.
They are helping others as well by doing this.
That's so true. And I think we have a caller. I can see Ahmed. Yes, we do. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
Hello, wa alaikum salam.
How are you, Shamsa?
Wa alaikum salam, Sis Mayya.
I can hear you. How are you doing?
I'm good, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. So what are your thoughts today on the topic?
You have made my day. Today is the best topic. I was just listening to you guys, and it's like someone was in my mind talking about it.
Yeah, it was me, didn't you know?
Shamsa, tell us how do you live the moment, Shamsa?
It's lovely. I just want to hear till the end of the show, and I hope people will contribute more.
Inshallah.
Shamsa, how are you?
This is Sayyida Basma.
Oh.
She ran away from the question.
Shamsa, come back and live the moment. Come back now. You left us hanging here.
So thank you, Shamsa. It was, I'm glad to see that whatever thoughts you had in your head, suddenly you tuned into the show and you were able to live the moment, as Sayyida Basma says, because you actually called and shared that thought with us. And so the thing about living the moment is our goals are our motivators, and they add meaning to our lives and they shape us into who we are. But that in no way means that it should stop us from living the moment, because sometimes when we have a goal, we're so busy chasing it. Oh, I have to do this, and this is my focus, and then we forget to enjoy our life. Oh, we have another caller.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
How are you, Maria?
Alhamdulillah, how are you, Mayya?
Alhamdulillah. Thank you so much for joining today's show. I assume you've been listening?
Yes, I have. Thank you very much for the nice show and the nice topic.
You're most welcome. What are your thoughts? Are you living the moment?
Yes, sure I am. Actually, I wanted to share one personal experience
Please do.
regarding the topic of today's show.
Great.
So currently I'm living a bit of a tough 2 months of my work.
Okay.
And that's because I'm posted, I would rather say, into a challenging place rather than a difficult place. And alhamdulillah, 1 month already I have completed it successfully, and now 1 month left to go.
Okay.
So what I have noticed is that thinking about the past 1 month and the challenges in the past 1 month would have sort of got me into some kind of depression that I have, alhamdulillah, overcome. So in that case, you just need to say alhamdulillah for what you have accomplished. And in the same time, thinking about what I have left for the next 1 month is kind of getting me into some kind of anxiety. So you sometimes just need to leave it to Allah, have faith, and as you said, live in the moment, because that will actually bring peace to you, and that is actually making me enjoying the moment and enjoying the work that I'm doing and just living it day by day.
Nice. So you're going to a new job, is that right?
No, actually, I'm not going into a new job. I'm a doctor.
Yeah.
And it is what I have been doing for the past 3 years, but we are posted in some kind of like different places from now and then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not, are you happy with the new place that you're posted at or not?
It is a bit of a difficult place, so it's not that I'm not happy about it, but I was just a bit of
overwhelmed,
worried of how it will go, about the challenges of it and all.
Yeah, I think, you know what happens with us? We want to do our best. And I think Sayyida Mayya talked about perfection yesterday a little bit. So it's not that I'm not saying now, you have this perfection thing, but we always want to do our best. And as a doctor, you want to face these challenges and say, I can do it, I'm a good doctor, I can do it, it won't be a problem. And what we do when we think about past experience, or, oh my God, it's going to be stressful or depressed, it's like we overload our brain. And then it just shuts down. You know how it shuts down? By getting a panic attack or high in anxiety, So the good thing that you've done is, it's going to be hard. It's going to be tough, but it's a learning curve, right? And you can do it. You can live the moment, take what's good from it, leave what's bad from it, and you will be so good at it, inshallah.
Exactly. What I wanted to share is that, in my opinion, like thinking about the past a lot can get you into depression, and thinking about the future a lot can get you into anxiety.
That's so
true.
What
can bring you peace and make you enjoy your day is just living the moment and living the day by day.
Exactly. Thank you so much.
Much appreciated, Maria, for your call.
Thank you so much.
Maria.
Have a lovely day, and you'll be amazing, inshallah.
Same to you.
We have another caller, I believe. Okay, sorry, just waiting for Ahmed.
I was just leaving the moment.
Yes, you're enjoying the background.
The sound's a bit low.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Hi, Mayya. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Khadija. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, fine. I'm so glad to hear your voice.
Thank you. Likewise. I'm so glad to hear yours, and thank you so much for calling the show.
You're welcome. I would like to advise all people, including myself,
Okay.
To enjoy and live each moment in their life. And because the life is too short and will not last forever.
Okay, that's so true.
And thank you for this wonderful show.
You're most welcome. Thank you so much.
And have a great day.
Thank you, Habibti. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Welcome. Bye.
Bye. So with that, I think Ahmed will take a short break and we'll be right back. Don't you go anywhere to hear more about living in the moment.
Initialize sequence now.
Join Oman Radio's big time giveaway this Ramadan and win a Lexus GS350 on the last day. It's so easy to join. Just send SMS with your full name to 90465 and be the lucky one to bring home a brand new Lexus GS350. The more you send, the more chances of winning. Oman Radio's big time giveaway this Ramadan. Join now.
Love your life.
Love your life.
Welcome back to Your Nation Station. This is your host, Mayya Al Said, also known as the Sewist, and you're tuned in to Your Nation Station. I just said that. I'm just reminding you in case you forgot. And this is your show, Love Your Life. This is a live show, which means you can pick up the phone, call 2460 2058, 2460 2058, and call us. Because I have a beautiful guest with me today, Sayyida Basma Al Said, and we are talking about live in the moment. If you can see us right now, we're so living the moment. Sayyida Basma is here taking pictures. We're enjoying ourselves. We love being here. And we have a caller. Assalamu alaikum.
Here, and we have a caller.
If I can just ask you to please reduce the volume.
Hello.
And we have a caller. If I can just ask you to please reduce the volume.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, good afternoon, ma'am. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm great.
Please introduce yourself.
My name is Agnan.
Hi, Agnan. Thank you so much for calling and tuning into the show. What are your thoughts on living in the moment?
My thoughts are actually, the topic is very good,
Mm-hmm.
but I find it very difficult in reality. And to live the moment is okay, but we are in a world where, there are a lot of struggles at workplace, at home, in public place, when you're traveling. There's a lot of obstacles coming here and there.
Okay.
But I believe that we should live for the moment and not get stressed out, because tomorrow will have its own worries.
That's if tomorrow
but then
comes.
Still, we still have to face it every day. So that's the reality. So we have to be more strong in absorbing things and to find out ways how we, tackle the daily situations we have in our life. So it's a good topic for to discuss and to send a note to everyone that, you have to live for the day. Don't get stressed out with whatever comes on your way.
We're
Thank you.
really happy with what you're saying. And I noticed in the beginning you said it was good, but life has struggles and it could be difficult, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but then again you said, but we have to live the moment and get on with it and try and live our life, right?
Yeah, right. That's right.
That's
True.
perfect. So you've actually proved that you've lived the moment right now.
Yes, definitely.
Yes,
yeah.
it's true.
That's a
And
daily,
life has to have struggles,
that's a
by
daily
the
routine
way.
which I always tell myself before I leave to work.
Yeah.
I said, no matter what happens, I will keep my cool and I will be happy and keep myself and others happy around me.
That's positive affirmations. That's perfect. We should all do that in the morning. And life has to have struggles, by the way. Otherwise, it will be a very boring life.
Yeah.
Definitely.
If everything is all airy-fairy, we will be quite boring. So I wish you an amazing day. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for calling. Have a good day, Agnes. Bye.
Yeah, bye.
So it's all nice to say, Sayyida Basma, that we should live the moment, appreciate it. But many people might be thinking, why? Mm-hmm. What's the benefit? Okay, I live the moment, and then what? What good does it do me? Mm-hmm. And just a reminder before you answer that this is a live show. You're more than welcome. Okay, today definitely no sir.
You're welcome to call us. Welcome.
Okay, I just wanted to remind the callers that you can call by dialing 2460 2058, 2460 2058, and we have a caller. Dr. Mukhtar.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, doctor. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen.
Today your studio is full of laughter, mashallah.
Yes, Alhamdulillah. If I have Sayyida Basma with me, how can I not laugh?
That's good.
So what are your thoughts today, doctor?
Yeah, I think today's topic also is a good succession of the previous topics.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is an excellent thing. And your cousin Basma, she rightly used the term mindfulness.
Yes.
This is an excellent term, actually. And I personally think this living in the moment or mindfulness, it is such an important thing in order to improve your concentration, in order to improve your cognitive skills, in order to improve to enjoy your surroundings.
Okay.
The first time I got awareness to this, it was during my college life. One of my friends, he used to listen to music, English music. Mm-hmm. And sometimes he used to buy instrumental CDs.
Okay.
And we never saw him listening to that CDs. And one day I asked him, what do you do with these CDs? You never listen to them. Why you buy them? He said, okay, come with me tonight. I said, okay. After midnight, he took me to the roof of the hostel at a dark place. He took his music player and he switched on, I still remember it was Kenny G.
Kenny G,
saxophone, yeah. And the other CD was Yanni. It was pianist. I think he's pianist.
Yanni, yes.
He switched on the music. He told me, close your eyes, think about the music, and fantasize the situation according to the music.
Okay.
I said, how? He said, like, now this music I'm listening and I'm fantasizing like I'm on a sea, very nice breeze is blowing. I'm listening to the music. I'm concentrating, and that carried on.
Okay.
This technique later on I applied, it is like a meditation, but a different form of meditation.
That's true.
It has really improved my concentration, and it has really improved me to be mindful.
That's interesting.
It's an excellent. I mean, I was not aware of that. Once I tried that, it was excellent. I mean, people can try this. This really improves the concentration and to live in the moment.
That's really good. That's like music therapy, because it's used in therapy as well.
Interesting. Thank you so much, Dr. Mukhtar, for your
only just quick one.
Yeah, sure.
In medicine, we use the term, it's called mindful eating.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's almost same,
Yes.
but it is like to whatever you are eating, you should see it. Just see what I'm eating, what are the constituents. And when you are chewing that food, just think in your mind how this food was grown, how it was then processed, and just enjoy the food.
But I think this we can use after Ramadan. Now we just eat. We do not think.
After iftar.
And it will reduce the number of calories you will consume.
Then we'll be very mindful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dr.
Okay,
Mukhtar, for your call.
bye.
Thank you, Dr.
Assalamu.
So as a reminder that if you've just joined in, this is Love Your Life. You were listening to one of our callers, Dr. Mukhtar. And on your nation station, you're more than welcome to join us today. In the studio with me is Sayyida Basma Al Said. We're discussing how to live in the moment, and you can do so by calling 2460 2058, 2460 2058. Just as before the caller, we were talking about why we should embrace living in the moment. What good does it do me? If there's a listener out there, Sayyida Basma, who understands the concept, but they don't understand why they should apply it, what do you say to them?
My first reply to that question would be like, why not?
Because I don't want to.
Because you're a negative person?
I'm not.
Okay. You sure are if you're going to say that. I don't know about your show, Sayyida Mayya. Guys, I think, no, this is not working. What day are we now? Ayara, and you're saying, anyway. No, a lot of times, you know, what you just did is perfect. Because that's exactly what people do.
Yeah, exactly.
They're like, I don't want to. I'm like, why don't you want to? I don't feel like to. I don't feel like it. Why don't you feel like it? It's just they want to be negative.
And I think...
it's their choice, by the way. But is it working for you? This is the golden question that you should ask.
But the thing is, people are as well very stubborn, and they are affected by their environment.
That's
so
true.
if they think that things are not working for them outside, then they don't want it to work for them inside.
Yes.
You know, so it's a reflection of what they're feeling.
Again, I'll go back to 2 points. My first point is change begins with you.
Yes.
If that person feels he should change, he will change. As much as I will tell that person, I can. But if he doesn't have that click in his head, like, wait a minute, maybe I should do something differently. I mean, you've been using plan A, let's say, for 10 years. Yeah. Plan A is not working.
Which is, I don't want to change.
Exactly. So why not try a plan B? Maybe plan B will work. If it doesn't, go back to plan A. But you have to try. The thing is, when people are like, it's like a trait, you know, like, exactly what you said, stubborn. They're so stubborn that it's so bad for their self.
Not only stubborn, and something that I've said a lot during the show, fear of change.
Yes.
I've known this, this is how I lived my life for the past 30 years. I'm scared of what's going to come.
Exactly.
And they won't say it out loud, but it's just these thoughts that go in there. And
it is scary. But if I don't try, I'll never know. And you cannot then say, oh, but I tried. You didn't try. You don't know. You're just continuing in this fear. Fear, by the way, is not really a bad thing sometimes, because fear can lead you sometimes in a crazy way to do good things, because you feel you're tired of the fear, so you change. Okay. Let's say if you didn't have any fear. Let's say you had a child that had no fear at all. It's good, but it's bad.
I know.
The child will be jumping out of windows, be running in front of cars, you know. So a lot of things that we hear are negative. They have a positive side to them, but we just don't see it sometimes.
Okay.
There's a balance. That's the golden word.
Yeah, so
the balance.
Subhanallah. If you're enjoying what we're saying, we'd love to hear from you. Do you agree with us? Have you been living the moment? If so, how is it working for you? And you can do so by calling 2460 2058, 2460 2058. If somebody is not living in the moment and they're asking me, why should I? I say, believe it or not, you will worry less, because you naturally, we tend to get worried what needs to be done, how it will get done. But if you live in the moment now, you're enjoying it now, your mind is with you at this moment. Because what happens is, I could be with you, Sayyida Basma, and we're talking, but my mind's thinking, okay, what am I going to cook for iftar today? Or did I do this? So my mind is not with you now. But I am, honestly, I am here with you right now.
Today you're like, she's ignoring me, guys.
I'm not.
You have to call me.
we have a caller. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. This is Nabhan Kharousi.
Nabhan, how are you?
Very good. Yourself?
Alhamdulillah. So nice to hear your voice again.
Pleasure. My regards to you and your guest today, Sayyida
Basma.
Yeah.
كيف حالك أخ نبهان؟ إيش أخبارك? How are you doing?
Thank you very much for the great show again.
You're most welcome. So tell us your thoughts. Are you living the moment, Nabhan?
I'm not while I'm eating, actually.
That, especially during this month, is totally understood.
Not now. Well, this time I want actually your advice.
Okay.
I have this issue not only when eating, but also when, for example, shopping or whatsoever, what activities I do, especially to do with the personal life.
Okay.
I tend not to enjoy the process so much, but enjoy the outcome.
Okay.
So, for example, when I am eating, I'm not really like giving a full attention to enjoying the food and taste and everything. But when I am done, that's my, that's my moment when I am done with eating. Like I feel okay.
Okay, so the question is, what is your question?
That why in the process he doesn't feel happy, but he feels happy
and what
at
should
the
I
end
do
result.
to enjoy the process as well, not just the outcome.
Okay.
The same thing with shopping as well. The moment I put everything in the car and we are done, that's the moment I say, I'm done. I'm happy now, but I'm not enjoying the process.
That other one is quite normal. For a man, I think is even more normal. I'm sure when you pay, do you feel the moment? That's the bad moment. I'll tell you something. Is it bothering you? Is it an issue in your life?
It's not really. I can live with it, but I'm missing the fun.
How do you know? How do you know you're missing the fun?
It's more healthy if you really do it slowly and,
enjoy the food, you mean?
I tend to be fast in eating because I'm really waiting for that moment to finish.
You know what? I'm going to tell you something. When you were a child, try and remember, okay? When you were on the table with your family, okay? Was your dad or your mom the type, come on, eat quickly, finish, don't talk much, and yalla khalsul akil and just get up? Or were you actually sitting with the family and talking and enjoying? How was it?
I think something similar that we used to eat in the same dish,
Okay, yes. So you had to finish quickly, right? Otherwise there would be no food on that.
Exactly. So you actually have to kind of be fast and make sure.
Exactly. Mumtaz. So you have your answer, Al-Hin. When we grow up and we learn something, we learn to eat fast, for example. We learn, خلص بسرعة يلا, we have to eat really fast because I remember as a younger person, okay, I used to eat with my cousins on the weekend in the same, what you're talking about. And I'll tell you, it was biryani. And I love biryani. Okay, on Fridays, me and my cousins, male and female, at my granny, Allah yarhamha, we would eat in one big tray, in the Omani style. And I remember once they put the rice, we would all, this is mine, like, we'd make little forts, okay, and we'd eat really fast because we wanted to see who would eat faster and who would have, that kind of process. Now, I grew up, okay, I enjoy it while I'm eating, but some people, they eat fast, and when I ask them, it's always the answer you just gave me. Because when I was young, this is how we used to do it. I'll tell you something that will help you out to sum it all. As long as this thing isn't a big issue, maybe that's your trait. That's how you are. You enjoy things afterwards. It's not a big issue. Now, you can train yourself. Okay, that's not too late. if you really feel it's an issue. But if it's not a humongous issue, just go with it. I'm sure people around you are very used to it by now.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Nabhanem. We hope that Sayyida Basma was able to help you enjoy the moment from now on. And as she said, it's not too late. Okay, so before the caller, we were talking about how, what was I saying? About worrying less, that the benefit of living in the moment makes you worry less, because we tend to, now I remember the example that I said about, even though I'm here with you, my mind's also with you. It's not thinking about anything else. And there's also something you wanted to say about goals, Sayyida Basma?
Yeah, you had asked me before the caller about what if I have goals, I think, was it the question? What if I have so many goals, but then I don't achieve them?
Okay. And you'll have to wait a bit longer to answer that. I'm sorry.
I'll try.
Assalamu alaikum. We have a caller. Hello. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, it seems that we couldn't hear you, couldn't hear us, so please try calling us again. Sayyida Basma, you can answer now.
This question. Okay, if you have goals in your life and then you don't get to do them, I think that was your question. So let's say I have ABC goals and I don't get to do them. So do I still live the moment although I haven't achieved my goals? Maybe that was the question.
Something along those lines.
Okay. You still live the moment. You live the moment in what you have achieved already.
Okay.
We spend our life always looking at, I have to do, I have to get there, I have to do this, I have to study more, I have to work harder. And we forget to build on what we already have. I am one of those people who at the time I was like, I have to do more, I have to push myself. And then one person told me, okay, why don't you build on what you already have? Work on that, you know, try and invest in that. And once I started doing that, I felt much better. I'd still do a bit of what I used to do before, but it feels good. And I get to know, and some goals, I won't be able to achieve them all now. But I will be able to maybe in the long run, and maybe not. But as long as I'm sane, I'm enjoying what I'm doing right now.
As long as you're sane.
Yeah, because you know, once you overload, it's like having a computer and then just overloading it, and then suddenly it just goes into shutdown. And that's what happens to your body exactly.
Okay, thank you so much for finally answering the question. Are you feeling better now?
I'm living the moment of happiness of answering that golden question.
Just a reminder that this is my lovely cousin Sayyida Basma Al Said on your show Love Your Life on your nation station. And you're more than welcome to join us. We're talking about living in the moment. You can do so by calling 2460 2058, 2460 2058. Another reason why you should embrace living in the moment is that you will become happier.
That's true.
Because you are immersing yourself in the present and you're enjoying the experience. Because everything has a new flavor, new meaning. Even these little things, even simply, you know, drinking water.
Exactly. Oh, yes.
You know that feeling that you get, even, you know, subhanAllah, not when it's iftar, even you, subhanAllah, you were thirsty and you wanted this nice cold glass of water. I'm sorry if I'm torturing you. I know it's Ramadan. But you know, when you drink it and then you feel it just here on your throat.
You know, when we do relaxation for people, we usually tell them there's this really good energy going through your body. And this energy is usually blue. We use the color blue. And it goes in every cell of your body. And try and imagine now that it's going through your veins, it's going through your heart, your stomach. And, you know, just imagining that and doing positive affirmations to yourself makes you feel so good, even though there is no light right now. There's no water. Exactly. But it's just, it's your imagination. I mean, it's your memory. It's your unconscious mind. By the way, we were talking about unconscious a few minutes ago. You said something about conscious and unconscious. We live our day more in unconscious than in conscious.
Yeah, I found out that fact.
Yes, even though we think we're awake fully. But a lot of time, when you said I'm with you, but I'm thinking of something else. That's your unconscious mind. So you're really not 100% with, I mean, even now you're looking at me, but you're thinking what you're going to ask me next or what's going through your mind. So the unconscious part is like throughout our life, even more than our conscious part. So when we're doing math, maybe we're conscious because we really,
need to think.
But if
maybe
we're
that's why I don't like
storytelling,
maths.
if we're storytelling, if we're doing a conversation, we usually aren't.
Okay, Ahmed, there's a caller? No, anyway, I think we'll take a short break and then we'll be right back. Don't you go anywhere.
This Ramadan, get inspired to be healthy and get all your health questions cleared with Dr. Ali Alawati on radio, Sultanate of Oman, from 4 o'clock to 5 p.m. Join us on Health Talk. Ramadan Mubarak.
Love your life.
Love your life.
Welcome back to Your Nation Station. You know what time it is. It's time to love your life. I'm here, I was here from 2:30 and I will be here inshallah until 3:30. This show will be repeated at 10 past midnight. So if you hear this show, it's midnight. As much as we'd love to hear from you, don't call. Nobody will be here to pick up the phone. Call me now from 2:30 to 3:30 and you can do so right now by dialing 24 60 20 58. 24 60 20 58. Today I have a beautiful guest with me, inside and out. My cousin, Sayyida Basma. I keep saying my cousin, Sayyida Basma, because I'm so used to introducing her.
By the way, she's my little cousin. I'm older, but I'm young. Try and work that out. I'm old, but young.
But she's the owner of Whispers of Serenity. And as you recently know, that I've joined her clinic as a life coach. And I wanted to have her here today because once we discussed this topic and it was so her. And she has so much to share. And mashallah, she's bringing such a great contribution to the show. And we have a caller.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
How are you, Samir?
Good, alhamdulillah. Samir Blushi with you guys.
Nice to hear from you.
I was listening to you, Live That Day, and I just realized an experience which I went through a couple of days ago, actually like 2 months ago.
Okay, please share.
And I wanted to share with you. It's about me going on leave after 7 years of working for the first time when I took leave in my life.
The first time in 7 years?
Yes. Well,
Samir, are you normal?
Yeah.
MashaAllah alaik. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so 7 years straight without taking a leave. The leaves which I was taking were all annual Eid leaves and public holidays and whatever.
Yeah.
And during even those days, I was making myself busy doing other stuff. And even leave for my own wedding, I did not even take the full leave. So I took a week for my wedding. And afterwards, I was working. And I never realized in my life that it was so with me, right? So recently, I took 2 weeks off for no reason. So I was just sitting home. No traveling, nothing. Just sitting home.
Okay.
And somehow, I started developing anxiety within myself. I started being scared of not doing anything.
Yeah.
And then I realized that I'm just not living my life. So, and I realized that throughout my life, I was trying to develop myself. I was trying to buy my houses, I was trying to buy my cars, trying to work hard, try to be at a senior position. And when I reached to everything, and I have nothing else to do anymore. So there I'm sitting on my leave, 2 weeks, doing nothing. And scared really scared. Now scared of what I did not even know what I was scared of. Until I found out that I'm scared of not living my life anymore. Like, I stopped living when I was 18, when I started working. And now I'm 35, and I have no idea how to live life.
It's interesting, because...
Yeah, that was really a changing point of my life. So then I changed myself from that point. And from 2 months, I started living my life. Like, living the moment. Living the small things. Playing with my kids. Driving my car for joy. Sitting with friends for joy and not for... Just if I have some work and I will sit with you.
It's interesting, Samir, that what you're saying actually happens a lot. Some people are very anxious people, for example, okay? And the day they don't have anything to be anxious about, they're anxious. That they don't have something to be anxious about. And they actually sit, and I know some people, it's not even my clients, some people I know, and they'll be sitting, and I'm like, what's going on? They're like, I'm supposed to be worrying about something, but I don't know what it is.
Exactly.
And I'm thinking, what's going on? You know? So it's something that you're used to. When you're used to doing something, it just overwhelming. So you're not enjoying all the hard work that you've been doing. You've been running so hard, you know, working hard, establishing a family, all of that, but you have not enjoyed a moment of it, which now I congratulate you on this. Oh, hey!
Thank you.
Because it's realization that takes time. Some people don't realize. They don't realize until the end of day. They don't realize that they need to change something. And I feel so happy for your wife. I don't know her, but I feel so happy for her and your children. But his honeymoon, he said, it's a bit over.
Not his honeymoon. I never took her for honeymoon.
Please.
I realized this last.
Take her. Take her. Look, a happy wife is a happy home.
Happy Samir. Happy wife is a happy life.
Life.
Home, life.
All together.
That's actually the point of today's program, right? That's what I was thinking when I was listening to you guys.
Exactly.
Yes, it is very important to live the day, live the moment.
That's true.
So you can enjoy your
living. Don't live for the future, but live for the day.
Yes. That's true. Yes. That's true. Because we don't know what's going to happen in the future, you know? We don't know what's going to happen in the future. And the past is past.
True.
So now, let's see what's going on now.
Let's enjoy this moment. And we enjoyed this moment with you. Thank you so much, Samir, for calling.
Thank you,
Thank you very much.
Have a great day. Wow, that was so good. Huh?
It was.
It was so nice for Samir to call. And you can call us too if you have a story to share. If you're living the moment, live the moment with us and Sayyida Basma on your nation station by calling 24 60 20 58, 24 60 20 58. So,
you know, I want to say something which I just said a few minutes ago. A lot of people say we have to think about the future. Yes, we do. I'm not saying don't think about the future, but just give it a bit of your time, not all your time. I have to work hard for the future. I have to, okay, that's fine. But what about now? What are you doing now?
Yeah.
The past is gone.
Yes.
It's not like we forget completely, the past. We have a caller?
Yes, we have a caller.
Okay, yalla, let's go for it.
Assalamu alaikum, Samiha.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة كيف الحال؟
Alhamdulillah, how are you?
I'm doing great, alhamdulillah.
Are you living, alhamdulillah, are you living the moment with us?
Yes, I am.
All right, so what are your thoughts?
Actually, I've been listening to you for the past days.
Oh, thank you so much.
And I've been watching your Instagram also.
Thank you so much for your support, much appreciated.
Thank you very much. So I'm a lady I'm a working lady, and I have a business also, and I'm a married lady also, and I have also 3 kids,
MashaAllah,
and a girl, yeah. But I am facing some small problems that sometimes, I really live the moment every day, going to work. Then in the normal days, going to work, coming back from work, going to my shop. I have a small event shop. I call it Bint Hamoud Events, if you heard about it.
No, I haven't. But I'm also Bint Hamoud, so maybe we can.
You can be Bint Hamoud.
You can follow me on my Instagram.
I will, inshallah.
Events.
All right.
And it's located in Ma'bela.
Okay.
And I live in Ma'bela also.
All right.
So after work, going to the shop, staying up to Maghrib, then going to at home, staying with the kids until at night. But I have a problem with my kids that sometimes they're out of control, because sometimes, I spend time outside the house more than inside. And then my husband, he's working at الصحراء, موجود الصحراء. I feel sometimes I مقصرة معاهم.
Okay.
That's the thing. So that's the time I feel I'm not living the time for them most, and I feel that I belong there more with my kids, and I try my best, actually. I really try my best to be with them.
Okay.
Because they're still small, and I feel مقصرة بعدي.
So
I still try my best, yeah.
Okay. Sayyida Basma will answer your call just to give people more opportunity to call. So we just have to end the call. I thank you so much,
no problem,
Samiha, for your call, and hopefully Sayyida Basma will answer
your
query.
Okay. I think as a mother or as a parent, you're always going to feel that you're not giving enough.
Yes.
That you're mqassara.
I feel that all the time.
Yeah. And I think it's a normal feeling, by the way. And I think that feeling motivates us to always work hard into giving. You know, it's a kind of, it's an easy equation if we think about it. Now, as she said, mashallah, she's alone because her husband works in the Sahara. He comes and goes.
Yeah.
So of course she's going to be the person who's going to feel she's, you know, she
overloaded,
has to
and she has to do everything.
And I always call them the bad police women because they're the ones who are going to be there, study, look after yourself, don't do this, don't that, because they're there longer, right? Yeah. And then if the father comes, of course he comes for a short while. So he's like the loving
Baba's
father,
home,
Baba's so nice, you know, that kind. This kind of happens. I'm not generalizing, but this is what happened. I think you have a lot on your plate right now, Samiha. You just have to organize your time, and you have to accept that when you're with your children, you have to be with them, mind and body.
Live the moment,
not just body, because some people stay at home with their kids all day, all night, but they're not there. So what you're giving is actually golden moments, but as long as you are giving at those times that you're there.
And then I think when you're generally there with your children, it eases off that feeling of guilt, because you know you are there with them, you're enjoying, and there's so many things.
She's tired because she has a long day, and by the time she comes back it's noisy, right? But that's you're a mother. It's your
الجنة تحت أقدام الأمهات. So, you know, that's how it is. And may Allah reward you, inshallah. Just a reminder that we have only 10 minutes left to live this moment. But you can please call us. Let us know your thoughts, your contribution. And you can do so by calling 2460 2058, 2460 2058. We're talking about living in the moment with Sayyida Basma Al Said on Love Your Life on your nation station, and we have a caller. That was quick. I like when I do that. Okay, when you do that, because you're the one calling. All right. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
How are you, Sabreen?
Alhamdulillah. I'm the one who wasn't able to hear you. Nor were you able to hear me?
Oh, really? Thank you so much for calling back.
So I'm Sabrina Al-Khadri. I just wanted to share my experience about living the moment.
Okay.
So, I got married when I was 20. And then a year later had a baby girl.
MashaAllah.
And then I think about a year, my husband went away for studies.
Okay.
So, I was working and I was raising my daughter. But then for me, I was living the moment. Okay, and then my husband came back, we moved to our house. About 2 years ago, I was going through old pictures and also video clips of my daughter. And then I realized that she was a very talkative girl.
I wonder.
And it's something that I did. It was like, I think it was for the first time I was hearing my daughter when she was little. And I'm okay. When I was looking at these clips, she was 8, but then the clips that I had her, she was maybe 2 or 3 years old.
Okay.
So I realized that life got so busy that I actually didn't realize I had this little girl growing up, living with me. And it was actually, the realization was actually a mind change, because that's when I decided, okay, I need to start paying more attention to my private, personal life, because I was working from 8 to 6. I was a consultant. And similar to the previous caller, I didn't have time for myself or my daughter.
Okay.
So, yes, now that I have 4 kids,
MashaAllah.
And I'm proud to say that I'm actually, after that realization, I started to make conscious decisions about living the moment. When I'm at home, I'm actually with them physically and mind. Okay? It's just that I'm trying to get the same message across to my husband, because I believe he does not live the moment.
Tell him to listen to this show.
Okay, and it's all because, one of the culprits of this, I believe, in today's life is social media. We are so busy, on WhatsApp, Snapchat, Instagram. I think a lot of people have forgotten to actually enjoy the moment.
How to enjoy life without the extra, filters.
Exactly,
that we have.
And without, worrying about if you're getting the perfect shot for your Snapchat text or not.
Yeah.
So it's something that I'm trying to actually get my husband to realize that, okay, when you're at home, just put your phone away. Be with us. Let's talk about anything.
Yeah.
And actually, because kids are growing up, before you know it, they'll be out of the house.
Yeah.
And you would be asking yourself, what happened all these years?
True.
And so I'm glad that realization happened to me.
Alhamdulillah, and we're glad too, and hopefully with time that will happen eventually with your husband, and you would all be able to live the moment. Thank you so much, Sabrina, for calling. Have a good day. All right, we only have a couple of minutes left. I forgot to mention that you can listen to any of, if you really like this episode, you want somebody to listen to it again, they can listen to it at 10 past midnight tonight, or the show will be up on my YouTube channel, as well as all the episodes from Love Your Life. So it's YouTube and it's the Sewist, because that's what I'm known on social media. Just a quick one, Sayyida Basma, on how to live the moment. So we focus on the now.
Yes, you focus on the now.
And as you said earlier, to pay attention to the small things.
The small details.
Okay.
Acknowledge your feelings.
Yes.
Positive or negative feelings, acknowledge them. Acknowledge what you have around you, your surroundings. Teach yourself.
How can I do that?
To live the moment by listening to the 3 steps that we just did before that.
Thank you.
No,
I'm just checking if she's with me. Is she living the moment or not? I'm just checking.
Biziyada, I'm living.
Okay.
And also sometimes it's good to talk about stuff. It's like you could tell your family today or someone, what do you think about mindfulness, about living? And when you talk to people, you hear their ideas. It's like you're telling yourself as well.
Yes.
So it's like you're doing awareness, mini awareness.
Or reaffirmation.
Exactly.
Because you're putting it out there.
I think it's today, like a few months ago, we had the luxury awareness show here in Oman.
Yes.
By Vogue.
Yeah.
And they called it Mindful.
Yes.
Mindfulness in luxury. And it came to my realization, like, it's everywhere. It's not only about psychology. It's not only about family. Psychology is in everything.
Yes.
It's also about everything else. They were talking about fashion and being mindful about
fashion, the
proper way to do fashion, because everything has become a bit messy now. So it's everywhere. It's in everything. Being mindfulness about social media as well. Come on. Okay, you're right. And yes, we all go through this. You catch your phone. You don't leave it. You're like, I'll just answer this last message, and you forget yourself. And we have to be mindful that, okay, there is time for everything.
Yes.
And just don't go, over. I loved what she said, that yes, we are now becoming more attached to these, gadgets more than sitting and talking. Some people send messages to each other and in the same house.
Yes.
That's how, I'm not going to lie. I've done that. I've done that maybe 2 or 3 times. I don't know. I've done that. But it's wrong.
Yes.
And I think the realization of you're doing something not right, now change it. And that's the most important thing.
Thank you so much. And as always, I'd like to end with quotes. So, the past is behind. Learn from it. The future is ahead. Prepare for it. The present is here. Live it. We spend precious hours fearing the inevitable. It would be wise to use the time adoring our families, cherishing our friends, and living our lives. Thank you so much, Sayyida Basma, for joining me today on this beautiful and important topic, living the moment. I must admit, I enjoyed every moment with you, and I hope you did too.
Thank you so much for this show, and I hope you go on doing it.
Inshallah.
And I support you fully. Thank you for our amazing technician who has not stopped
Mr.
smiling.
Smiley, yes,
MashaAllah, he's given us amazing affirmations.
Alhamdulillah. Just a reminder that this is Your Nation Station. I will be back, inshallah, on Saturday with another topic. This show will repeat it at 10 past midnight, inshallah, and also it will be available on my website channel, The Sewist, from Ahmed Al-Arami, from Sayyida Basma, and myself. Ma'a salama.
Love Your Life. Love Your Life. Love Your Life. A show like no other. One that aims to inspire you to live a life you love. Choosing to be positive and having a grateful attitude is going to determine how you're going to live your life.
Love yourself.
Love yourself.
Love your day.
Love your day.
Love your life.
Love your life.
Love your life.
Love Your Life, prepared and presented by Sayyida Mayya Al Said.
Love your life.